Welcome to another virtual adult improv show with the LA Connection players. I'm Ken Scove, the founder and owner of the LA Connection. We're celebrating 48 years at our theater out here in Burbank, but we're also now on our fifth year of doing online shows, over 450 online shows, both short and long form. Today we have two long form stories, anywhere between 30 and 40 minutes long, and we'll tell you all about those in a second. But let's introduce the cast playing the games today, starting with Abernay. It's her first show.
Hello, how do you do? I'm Aubrey.
And Roberta.
Hi, enjoy the show.
G.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Mary, her first show.
Hello.
Bobby.
Hello, everyone.
Lindsay.
Hi, welcome back. Thanks for watching.
Okay, you guys go all get ready, and I'll tell everybody what we're playing right now. Okay, so the first one's backstage game shows. You can see we have a game show set behind me. It's not all set up here, but we're getting ready to do the game show later in the day here today. So we bring in a couple contestants. We have our makeup, we have our writer, we have our announcer, and we have a PA, all working in the production. There's other people working around the set here today, but you'll be meeting mainly those ones. I'll be talking with everybody throughout the day, and of course hosting the show. I'm the executive producer and host of the game show called Audience Survey. So what we do is we survey different audiences and then give them multiple choice answers. So each question would be followed by a 4-choice answer, and the survey says which one is the correct answer. Even if it's not the correct, it's just who we surveyed and they think it's the right one. Anyway, so let's bring out all our team out here today, the contestants, the writer, announcer, and makeup. If they want to come on the set, that'd be great. Okay, as you can see, we have Abernay as our makeup lady. We have Roberta as our PA, and of course our writer is Mary, and then our announcer is G. Those are the 4 people who are always here with me week after week. We always bring in new contestants each week. Bobby is one of the contestants. Obviously, Bobby's very, very excited to be here, and Lindsay. So before I talk about introducing all our individual people here today who are working with me on the show, let's meet the contestants first with Bobby. Bobby, tell everybody where you're from, what do you do for a living, maybe a little bit about yourself.
Oh, hey guys! I'm so excited to meet all of you. Oh wow, this is so exciting. I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I work in tech, and I just love the opportunity to be on camera. Yeah. Oh
Right.
God. Can I have all your autographs after? This is really exciting.
So Bobby, just so everybody knows, you're working in AI, artificial intelligence.
Yes. Yes.
That's very exciting. That's a whole new form. I'm sure, have you ever used it to say, like, who would be the best person for you to date?
Oh yes, all the time. I use it as my go-to dating app. I don't use any of the other apps. I just use that.
Interesting. Okay. Well, we'll get to know you a little bit more throughout the day, Bobby. Okay, let's go over to Lindsay. Tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what do
Hi,
you do?
I'm Lindsay. I'm from Tennessee. I work on, or my husband works for his family business, and I am a stay-at-home mom. I do a lot of canning peaches, and I just watch the show every day, and I can't believe I'm here in Hollywood. Oh my God.
Well, how many kids do you have so our staff knows that?
I have 6 kids.
6 kids. Okay. Will any of them be in the audience today?
Uh, no, I couldn't bring them with me. They're all
Mm,
so young. I
right.
have 6 kids under 4.
Okay, 6 kids under 4. Boy, that's so you obviously you have some twins. There's no way that physically could
Yeah,
be
yeah,
possible. Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
I have a pair of twins, and my husband.
Wouldn't you probably need to have 2 twins in
No, my husband
4 years,
had
6?
my
Oh,
my my husband had a child out of wedlock. We don't talk about that. This is so big, so
yeah. Okay, well, thank you. Did your husband come with you, or is he back home watching the kids?
No, he came with me. I don't know where
Okay,
he is. He said he's gonna
okay.
go sightseeing, I think, while I'm down
Oh,
here.
okay. Yeah, well, we are in Hollywood, and this is a real sightseeing thing. Well, now let me just tell you, our makeup artist, Ebony, has been doing. She was working on MTV when they did a lot of music videos, and she's worked with a lot of celebrities and stuff like that. She really knows how to do makeup. I mean, look at her own personal makeup; it's beautiful, and she knows how to do highlights. And although we're not going to highlight your hair and stuff, but she will give you a hair suggestion and maybe the makeup that you'd like. And if there's any sort of costuming, she's not into costume, but she does have a good way of matching clothing with your hair and makeup. So she'll work with what you give her, and we're really excited to have her part of our team here on the show. Now, Roberta is a PA. Roberta is, I don't know if you guys know this, but we get parolees from the prison, and we ask them if they can just send somebody down to, because, she's about ready to be released. It was a small crime. It wasn't that big of a deal. She just did a little bank fraud. But so, she's going to get out, I think, in about 3 months. And so she's been working on the show for a month now. And we're hoping that we'll be able to hire her full-time and give her a full-time job. She had to have somebody hire her outside the prison so that she could actually get out and go back into society. And this is her first offense. So we're really glad to help you, Roberta, in any way we can. Okay. Now, Mary is our writer. Mary, she used to write for The Onion magazine, which is kind of a satirical comedy magazine. So she likes to come up with some really fun questions. She's a little bit comedic with her question and answer surveys that she puts together, and then she has her and sometimes one of the PAs, Roberta in this case, go out and just survey kids around town of different age groups to find out how they feel about certain things. So Mary's very creative. So when you get to meet with her, you're going to get a chance to go over some multiple choice questions that she'll come up with on her own. For example, if you could only have one beverage, would you rather have water, soda, beer, or wine? But Mary usually puts something silly on
Wine.
there. No, right. Well, no, we're not playing the game yet, Bobby. It could be water, soda, alcohol, or pee. That's what I'm saying. She's a little bit weird with some of her surveys. And sometimes these guys just want to give us some weird answers because they're kids or they just want to mess with us. So we're going to have fun with Mary. Mary is, the only thing I got to tell you is Mary's recently separated from her partner of 4 years. So she is a little bit, let's just say, sensitive right now. Okay, so you don't want to trigger her about anything like that. Like for example, Lindsay, you might not want to talk about how many kids you have and your husband and all that, because that might trigger her about a relationship, because she doesn't have any kids yet. She wanted to have kids, and she was hoping that this would have been the jumpstart of that relationship, but it didn't happen. So I'm sorry, Mary, I had to say that, because the last time you yelled at a couple of contestants, and we had to settle a lawsuit out of court. Okay, so I just want everyone to kind of know that. Okay, now G's our announcer. G tries to. He's a. Well, let's just put it this way. He's a. Thinks he's a ladies and a man's man. He goes after everything. Okay, so I don't want the contestants to feel uncomfortable when they're around G, but he will make a lot of sexual innuendo jokes and try to see if you bite along. He don't care if you're married or not married. He is just a horn dog, that dude. And I got to tell everybody that because I had to go through some litigation with him too for harassment. So please, G, calm yourself down today. I know that you've never been married, and I know that you got a great voice, and that's what we hired you, because your voice is the voice of an angel, but you've got the loins of the devil. Okay, so if I could just have G and Mary stay with me, I'll get back to the rest of you guys, okay? Okay. I had to tell those guys that, Mary and G, because you guys have got me sued twice. Each one of you twice. So, okay, G, you want to talk about that for a minute? So because we have Bobby, who apparently is single and looking, which now makes him available, obviously, to you. Everybody's a target. And then we have Lindsay, who's married, with 6 kids, and obviously she can't find your husband. So is that going to be your opening there too? What's going on?
Well, the thing is, legally, I'm not allowed to speak about those, although none of them went to real litigation. So, I don't think it's as big an issue as you're saying. Lindsay, I'm already kind of briefly connected to because she mentioned that her husband had a child out of wedlock, and that was actually with the former Miss Mississippi, who I met once at a beauty contest. And so, indirectly, Lindsay
Wait,
and I
you
already
you,
made
you impregnated former Miss Mississippi?
impregnated. I had a vasectomy at the age of 15. I mean, come on, impregnated. No, but I did the impregnation method, so to speak.
Okay, all right, I see what you're saying. So you feel that you can just go around and do whatever you want because you can't get anybody pregnant because you had the vasectomy? Is that, because I know we've had this conversation before, but let me just be clear on that in case the legal department asks me.
Well, yes, as long as everything's consensual and as long as nothing is discolored or sickly looking down there, then it's a free for all. We've all been given loins. What am I supposed to do? Not
Okay.
eat them?
Sometimes vasectomies don't work. Did you know that? I mean, they've actually impregnated some people before.
There are other precautions to be taken.
Okay. All right, Mary, would you like to talk to G about him? Once he found out you had split up 3 months ago, he said you can put your head on my shoulder, and then he actually kind of took your head and put it on his shoulder and kind of came on to you. So do you want to address this this thing in the room?
Yeah. Gee, can I just say, if you ever do it again, I will take my scissors and make sure that vasectomy actually worked. Look.
Sounds good to me.
That was just why. You know how sensitive I am when I'm bitten down. And after my husband left with that bikini Russian model, who knows where they are now because I'm not attracted enough or I don't sound Russian enough, but I just didn't appreciate what you just did back then. Like, why?
Mary, I don't ever want you to say that you're not attractive enough. You're clearly very attractive.
I'm not.
You are. And furthermore, listen, you keep offering me your pee. You keep talking about peeing around me. And, while we're in the earshot of our boss, that could be considered a come on, at least in my circles.
It might have been.
Dude.
I think it's spraying her territory to keep you away, I think is what's really going on. And Mary, I know that you did transformation after you split up. You shaved your head, and now I know it's come back this far, but that was a little extreme too. To thank God we didn't have you on camera because you had big, nice, beautiful flowing hair, and then you shaved your head, and now it's come back a little bit. But that actually turned G on more, which really kind of got me worried. I don't. Do you like feeling bald heads, G, or what's up with that?
Every head is beautiful to me.
Okay.
Your hair, I mean, it's what I aspire to. I can't have it.
You should tell that to my father. I came home to show him, and you know what he did? He just pointed his finger at me. He's like, "You're breaking your mom's heart. Get out of here, you rascal!" But once you shave your head, it's very freeing. You don't care. You don't have to brush your hair or put products in. So I can shave your guys' head too if you want.
Okay, all right, Mary. Let's get back to the game show for a second, okay? All right, G. You're going to be announcing the game show.
Yes.
Audience survey and introducing me. Then you have to come up with a big gift, okay? That gift's going to be. So go talk to our producing and find out what the gift is today for the grand prize, okay? Because you'll be doing that later. Let me just hear your deep voice say, "Welcome to audience survey." Let me just hear that before we make sure your voice is still good. You haven't strained it in any way.
Welcome to audience survey.
Okay, good. That's good. Just maybe audience survey.
Audience survey.
Yeah,
audience survey.
It sounds like a good food, see?
Yeah.
Like a food.
Hey, can I ask you, we have that Roberta who just got out of jail.
Oh, you gonna come on to her now?
Well, she's been in there for a long time, right? I mean,
I think they get conjugal visits. I'm not sure. I don't know that. I know you tried to sign up for those once, but I don't want to get into that part of your life. All right, Mary. So remember, when you're gonna have to come up with some multiple choice questions, okay, for them to practice, because you'll be meeting both the contestants in a little bit, okay?
Okay.
All right, all right. Thank you. Okay, bye bye, you guys. If makeup and PA could come in. Okay, all right. So very good. Okay.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to do my job and follow everybody around, whatever they say.
Okay. Okay, that's fantastic. Isn't that our ledger? That's the show ledger you have in your hand?
I found it. I thought I'd look really like professional.
Well, you
if
don't,
I,
yeah, but you shouldn't be knowing, our budgets and what we spend and who we pay. And then if that gets out that, I mean, what are you, Doge? Okay. So I don't need you to go through our books, okay? That was, I know the bank thing, the bank fraud, and now all of a sudden I see you with our book, which deals with our
I'm just
finances.
trying to be a good employee. But if that's not what you want, I won't do it. I know. I just won't do it. If that's not what you want, I won't do it. I'll just. It is solitary confinement right now.
Okay, I'm not sure what you just said, but that's okay.
Into solitary confinement right now. Let's just throw them into solitary.
Throw who into solitary
The
confinement?
contestants who are bad.
You mean who's ever bad on the show? We don't have a solitary confinement here. We just tell them to leave, leave the building. You don't want us
I
to tell you
think
to.
she's been conditioned because of prison.
Oh, okay. All right. So now I know that you wanted it to try some new makeup styles, but the last woman who came in, you made her into a Barbie doll, and that was, I'm not sure if that's the look we're looking for.
I
Because you made
just
the guy
figured,
Ken. You made the guy look like Ken.
I just figured since she didn't really have much of lips, that I'd just overly accentuate them, and then it just kind of spiraled into a fun art project.
Right, and she looked like she had a clown face, and then when she began to tear up when she lost, all the makeup that you had put on began to go down like this, and then her lips just slid down. We can't be doing that, okay? You got to be. I know you were into weird like makeup for Kiss too on MTV and bands and stuff. When you made that one woman look like she had a turkey headdress on during Thanksgiving, what was that all about?
Her face was really long, so I felt like the turkey headdress just made her face look shorter.
Okay. All right, just so I just don't want you to be putting on some sort of weird facial thing on the two of them today.
Oh no, their
Okay.
faces are just fine.
Okay, hold on. Roberta, what are you doing? What you got the book back again? Okay. You would have had to go into my office to get that book. Now I know sometimes I leave the door open, but unless I tell you to go into my office, you shouldn't be going in and pulling that book off my bookshelf.
Are you putting me in solitary?
No, I'm not. We don't have solitary here, okay? You're going to have to meet with.
Roberta, you're not in prison anymore.
Yeah, you have to go back after the show, but we have you here during. You're going to be out in like 3 months if you're good, okay? So be good here, and I can give a good report for you, okay? You'll be meeting the PA. You're the PA, the announcer, G later, and I just would warn you, he may come on to you a little bit. Now, I don't know if that's
No, not like in prison. What I had to do in prison. No.
okay. Wow.
What
Okay,
do you have to do in prison?
No, I don't want to hear about that here. Okay,
It
just let's
sounds
keep
like
that.
fun.
No, it's not really fun.
No.
Okay. No, why you two? You can go outside and talk about what they do in prison. Okay. So why don't you guys go out and then send the
Yeah,
contestants up.
Roberta, come tell me all about
Yeah,
it.
go out and do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, get the contestants. Come on in. Okay. Okay. We still haven't seen your husband around. I just want you to know.
Oh, he just texted me and he said he was at a strip club or a strip
Strip
Oh,
club. Okay.
it's
Yeah.
called Spearmint Rhino or something.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
get like stuffed animals there,
He
or is it strip? He said strip. It's on the strip, right?
Strip
It's on
mall.
the
I think it was a strip mall. Maybe. Yeah.
Is
Whatever
that
we
a
get here.
strip mall?
Yeah.
So
Let's just
is
say
it like
that for
a toy
now.
store?
So I don't know. I don't think we really want to get you upset right now. What that is.
he's not
Uh,
right for you. I'm just gonna say it. He's not right for you.
Ugh. I mean, I've known him since high school. We dated on and off. I mean, he's been the only one for me. What are you talking about?
Hang on. I'm gonna check. Um, is he right for her?
it was
No,
AI.
no, no.
Well, wait a minute. AI has to have more input. You can't just, the AI has to know a little bit about each person. You can't just ask, it's not an eight ball. It's not like shake the eight ball. And I mean, I don't know what kind of AI thing you have, but you've
Where
got
the
to at least input
hell?
some information so that the AI can disseminate it. So if you put in Lindsay's picture along with this other woman he got impregnated out of wedlock,
Mhm.
uh,
That was
and
just a one-time thing. He wasn't
yeah.
really like dating. He wasn't really dating her.
Okay, so basically, what happened exactly there? Because he's obviously married to you, and you knew him since high school. So is this another high school romance he had on the side when you split up with him for one of those times you said you weren't together? Then he got this girl pregnant. I'm just trying to understand what happened there.
Well, it was after we got married, but it was everybody sins, right? So, I just forgave him and we moved on, and
Okay, all
for
right.
the other times as well, but he promised he was not going to do it again, and I believe him. It's been like 3 whole months since the last time he's
Okay.
cheated on me. So,
Okay, hold on. What's his full name? Bobby, can you put that into your computer? Put the name in
Yeah.
there, and then we'll know. And then you can ask him, will he ever cheat on her again? And let's just see.
Andy Anderson,
Andy Anderson. Okay, I have
Anderson.
Tennessee. Andy Anderson from Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and ask that question. I'd like to know, will he ever cheat on her again?
Okay. Will will he ever
No, it
cheat?
has to be Andy Anderson. You can't
Oh,
just
right.
say yeah. Of
Will Andy
Tennessee.
will Andy Anderson from the state from Tennessee ever cheat on Lindsay again? Yes, he will. Wow.
Wow. Okay, well maybe you guys should go find him. Now listen, when you play the game, act like you're really excited, okay? Okay, thanks for coming in,
Uh,
you guys.
Lindsay, let me
Oh,
give you my
actually, you know what? Why
number
don't you stay here? Stay
for
here. Stay
after.
here. Let's bring in Mary. Mary, come on in. Mary's going to start working with you guys. Okay, Mary, work on a few trial games with them. Can you
Okay.
take me out? I'm going to go.
Hello, guys. How you doing? Doing
Hello.
okay?
Um,
Mary, have you ever been in love?
I have, yeah. And let me tell you, honey, men are not worth it.
Yeah.
Men are definitely not worth it. You want to know my story really quick?
Okay. D-
no.
does it involve strippers or a friend or?
Much worse, honey.
Hmm.
My sweet Balbagar left me for a Russian skinny model. And who knows where they are? We've been together for 20 years, and this is what the things I get.
Same.
So are we gonna like work on the game show? There's been a lot of relationship talk. I did help you out, Lindsay, but let's get on with the show now, right? Can we just get to it?
You're
Bobby,
so
right.
polite.
We all have a job to do. Come on, let's put it together, girlfriends. Okay, here we go. First question. You ready, guys?
Ready?
Okay. What would you rather watch someone eat? A. A burger. B. A 15-long hot dog. Or C. A 15-karat golden ring and laugh as they freaking choke on it. What's the answer?
The joking one. The joking one.
Joking.
Joking.
You both get a point.
Um.
I love
Oh. Look, I just before it gets like really crazy with the game show. I want to offer both of you my phone number. As I
Okay.
am single. Uh. Let me. I know I develop AI. Actually, Mayor, let me. let me just put you in here.
Wait, did you say?
Would
Did you say AI?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask if we'd be compatible.
It
Bobby,
speaks to you. I heard it. It speaks to you. It tells you the truth. It tells you about the future.
guys, have you never seen the Terminator? This is how it starts.
Oh, but let me tell you something. Let me give you a little secret. You could use this to write your game show questions. I'm telling you, they'll never know, and it'll save you a lot of time.
Okay. So
Okay,
I
if the
need to
PA
learn.
can meet with the announcer, please. The PA and the announcer.
Hello, Roberta.
Hello, Mr. G.
Almighty G is fine with me. I've got a question to ask you. I realize that you were in prison for quite a long time,
Mhm.
and certain things you might be deprived of in there. But I was wondering, were you ever in love, either in prison or out of?
Well, I was, and then prison happened, and then there was I don't know if you call it love. Like there was a lot going on there.
Hmm. You still in contact with this person?
No, no. After prison and what happened to me in prison, like I have to survive. So there was a lot of I was like, there was a lot of people. There was a lot of things that went on there.
I understand that, and that's how I've always lived my life. But here's the issue, Roberta, if I may. I went on a dating app recently, an AI-based one, because I was looking for that new age robotic kind of ass. And what happened was, I'll cut to it. I've been catfishing Bobby for quite some time now. Him and I connected. It was on a profile that was not my real identity. As the host of the show, I can't be quite out and out on the dating sites. And so I made a little bit of a fake profile, but him and I have just been talking. And, normally I lead life tip first, right? But I feel my heart leaning forward a little bit more. What do you think I should do?
I think you should put him in solitary right now. I
Why?
think we should both go in solitary right now. I don't like where
Solitary
this is
together.
going. I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna do something in the bathroom. That's where it all goes down, in the bathroom.
Do you think he would do it with me in the bathroom?
Well, there are ways to make it happen.
Well, no, that's the easy part. The tricky part is, after that, I would like to. I can't even believe I'm saying this. I would like to stay in contact with him after I give it to him.
Okay, Bobby to makeup, please. Bobby to makeup.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. Oh, I'm so excited. I heard you worked on MTV. That was so exciting to hear.
Yeah, it was great. I got sexually harassed a lot. It was awesome.
Oh.
So you're a ginger. You're a ginger, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about like a lot of red for your face. Do you
Oh.
want to do some red?
I
I
mean,
think it'll be fun.
you think that toning up the red will make me look good on camera?
Toning up, no. I'm gonna add some red eyeshadow to your eyes
Oh, okay.
because I think that would really bring out the freckles on your face
Oh, okay.
and the peachy expression that you seem to have because you're embarrassed by something.
Okay. Yeah.
So
I'm gonna.
come scooch in close, okay?
Okay.
Never mind, your breath stinks. Back up.
Oh.
So I'm gonna do black, okay? Because it seems as though I want to make your eyes as dark as the smell coming from your mouth. Okay.
Okay. I'm a little
Close, but not too close, please.
yeah, I'm a little insulted by that comment.
What do you mean?
I only had compliments for you, and you insulted me.
What insult?
About the breath.
I love the smell of hot garbage.
Lindsay to makeup.
Oh.
Lindsay to makeup, please.
Lindsay. How are you?
I guess I've been better. But
Are you
there's so
okay?
much go on. I'm all right.
You look a little pale in the face. Do
Yeah,
you need
I just,
some blush for that? I got blush.
I just, I was thrown up in the bathroom. Imagining my husband at that dirty, dirty strip club, and did you know that announcer's hanging out in the bathroom? He's just hanging out there, like almost hanging out. You know what I mean?
Um, yeah, he does that from time to time because
He,
he likes to look up the stalls.
he
Um,
hangs out with his
I
pickle
was,
out in the
uh,
bathroom.
well, I mean, he hangs out there because that's just what he does. He's looked up my skirt a few times, but he was like, in a good way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah, I
was.
was thinking of using that. Wait a minute, you said your husband's at a strip club?
Yeah, I thought it was a toy store. It's called some type of gum.
Well, I just
Chewing
saw some
gum.
guy in your dressing room and he tried to lift up my shirt.
Oh, that sounds like him. Was his
Andy,
name Andy? Yeah.
like the doll. I thought that was cool. Okay, how
Yeah.
about green to
Um,
match the envy that's radiating from your soul?
or uh, my stomach. I feel like I'm gonna throw up again. He's in my dressing room right now.
He was, but then I think Mare went in there. I'm not sure. I think G went in there too. They were talking about something called an orgy. Would you like this color?
Uh, um, a what?
It might cover up some of the vomit on your lip.
Yeah. Um,
Hmm.
he was talking about an orgy again. I mean,
Maybe
he
like
said
a
he was
pink.
done with those. He said he wasn't going to do those anymore.
Once you've had your first orgy, you go back. You're so silly. Okay, how about
Okay,
a
if everybody
pink?
could come down on the set now. Everybody on the set. We're about ready to do the show here. Okay, so contestants, remember to be in a good mood. Yes, bring me down on the set. I'm coming in right now.
Hey,
Okay, here I
G.
am, guys.
Yeah, Bobby.
Okay, yeah. So I don't know what you guys were doing in the bathroom, but your hair's a little messy, G. Okay, so I know, yeah, just straighten that out a little bit. Thank you. Okay, are you getting ready? I'm going to give you a 5, 4, 3, and I won't say 2, 1, G. Then you'll introduce the show and me, and then I'm going to go around and introduce both the contestants. Okay. All right, ready? If makeup could put their mute on, please. Thank you. Okay. All right, ready? And 5, 4, 3.
Live from Burbank, California, you are watching Audience Surveys with your host, Kent Scove.
Thank you, G. We always appreciate you announcing our show with us. G's been with me over 12 years and Emmy Award-winning announcer. So today we have two contestants playing Audience Survey. Just for the people at home, if you've never watched the show, we have our writer and our PAs go out to interview different people, from college students to senior citizens to religious groups to all sorts of organizations, and then they ask them a question, and then they answer those questions. Mary writes the questions, and we never know what the survey is going to say. That's where we have 4 different choices, and the audience will choose which one, and then the contestants have to choose which one the audience chose. For 1 point in number 1, 2 points in round 2, 4 points, and then 8 points. Okay, our PA, Roberta, will try and keep score. G, why don't you just back her up, because Roberta, that's my book again, Roberta, thank you. Okay, all right, so let's go right now to Bobby. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, hi, I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. I work in tech software. I develop AI. I'm working on something right now. I am on the market, single. Might be interested in some of your staff, but I don't know if I'm supposed to say that on the TV. Oh, hey, Lindsay. Yeah. Hi.
Okay. All right. Well, we're not promoting you for a dating app here right now. Okay. Let's go over to Lindsay. Lindsay, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, y'all. My name is Lindsay. I'm from Tennessee. Um, I have 5 kids and 1 illegitimate child. From a marriage that I am no longer in. His name is Andy Anderson. So if anybody sees him in the audience or backstage, please feel free to kick him really hard in the pickle.
Thank you, Lindsay. Wait a minute. I do see. It looks like Andy is being escorted out by 2 female interns and one of our audience control people. Yeah, it seems like he's been leaving. It looks like they're starting to take their shirts off. Okay, let's get back to the game. Okay, in round number 1, here we go. Would you like to be a cat, a dog, a monkey, or a zombie? And we asked 7-year-old kids this question. Okay, cat, dog, monkey, or zombie. What do you think a 7-year-old kid would say? Lindsay?
My husband would have said a dog, but a 7-year-old kid, my kids would like to be zombies. That's what they do. They run around like zombies in my house.
Bobby?
AI. Zombie.
No, the correct answer is monkey. Every 7-year-old wants to be a monkey, including my own 7-year-old when she was that age. Okay, I like the smell of a rose, perfume, cooked bacon, or a public bathroom. This was asked to 13-year-olds. 13-year-olds. I like the smell of a rose, perfume, cooked bacon, or a public bathroom. Bobby?
Public bathroom. Final answer.
Lindsay?
Cooked bacon.
Cooked bacon's the correct one. We all like the smell of cooked bacon when we're a kid. That's 2 points. Now this is worth 4 points. I wish for A, $1 million. B, true love. 3, great health. Or 4, my wife to leave me. Okay, Bobby, since you're behind, Lindsay's got 2 points. This is worth 4 points.
My wife to leave me.
Okay, and Lindsay?
My wife to leave me.
That's correct, because this was written by our writer whose wife has left her. Okay, it's actually her husband, but in this case, she just wanted to make it a wife to throw you off the scent. So yeah, Lindsay's got 6. Bobby's got 4. This is the big one right now. Okay, good luck is when you find a pot of gold. You win the lottery. You live to 100. A friend you owe money to dies. Good luck. What is it? Bobby?
A friend you owe money to dies.
Lindsay?
A friend you owe money to dies.
No, it was actually win the lottery, because if you won the lottery, you could pay off the friend if he didn't die. Okay, so that adds a big total. I believe Lindsay's got 4 points. Lindsay, what did you win? G?
Well, Lindsay won a 3-week tour around Italy for 2 adults, but the consolation prize for our runner-up is a ticket to Hedonism 2025, where I will also be.
So, Bobby, you're going to get to go to that club, and that's going to be really exciting for you. And thank you all for playing Audience Survey. We'll see you tomorrow. Okay, they're all going to go bye-bye now, and we're going to go into our second game. This one is where I'm playing the landlord, and it's called The Apartment. In this particular apartment, we have a handy woman. We have the oldest renter and their kid. We have the newest renter and a friend or a girlfriend, or I don't know what the relationship is. The illegal renter has been coming to that place, staying with Aubernet, and it's a studio apartment. Okay, let's switch it. And there we are now at the apartment. This is our main little lounging area where I'll be meeting everybody. We also have a divorcee here as well. So I was called by our handy woman, Mary, and told me that they're having problems with some of the noise in the building. They're having problems with some rodents or cockroaches. They're having problems with back rent. Certain smells are happening in the building, and Mary cannot get into some of the rooms that we rent out, their apartments, because they won't let her in, and we don't know what's going on in there. So she asked me to come down here right now. She was able to get in the divorcee's, Roberta's apartment, but was not able to get into the newest renter because I think they're harboring this illegal renter, Lindsay. And then the oldest renter, Bobby, and his kid, G. Apparently, G is not letting in Mary when Bobby goes off to work, and G apparently is at the house lot. So I don't know what he's doing in there, but let's find out. Everybody come on into the main room, please. Okay. All right. Okay, so Mary asked me to come down here, our handy woman, because she said that we're having problems with cockroaches, rodents, some smells in the building. You won't let her into the apartment. Apparently, G, when Bobby goes off to work, I don't know if you're aware of this, Bobby, but Mary's tried to get into the apartment 2 or 3 times because of she has to find out the source of the smell, and she has to find out the source of the cockroach infestation. And there's some rodents, some rats running around as well. And apparently, Abernay, you're not letting us come into your apartment because apparently you have this woman, Lindsay, who I know you didn't want to come here, Lindsay. You tried to climb out the window, and our handy woman, Mary, caught you climbing down the ladder from the second story. Since this is the second story, all the parking's underneath, and I know you wanted to use the fire escape, and she caught you. Okay, so that's why you're here, because I want to find out what the hell are you doing in this place. And Ebony, I'll be talking to you about that because I rented the studio apartment just to you. Okay, so I'm going to get to each and every one of you guys. Bobby, I know you've been here, the oldest renter. You were in the building before I was in the building. I know that your wife mysteriously disappeared. I don't know what happened to her about 9 years ago. And you've been raising G, and G is your son, of course, and G's 27 years old. So I don't know what happened to your wife 9 years ago. I took over the building about 10 years ago. Okay, and Roberta's been in here for about 8 months ever since her very bad divorce. She's still waiting for her, I guess, large settlement. It's still pending, which is why she's in this building, which has a lot of divorcees, okay? We have a lot more divorcees on floors 3 and 4. Roberta, because she didn't want to have to go up that many flights of stairs. She said, yeah, I would prefer, because I have a knee issue. So, and since we don't have an elevator, because it's an old apartment building, you have to climb the stairs. So, okay? All right, so listen, if you guys, I'm going to come talk to you guys, okay? Or I'll have you come down here and talk to me in my little room here. Okay, Mary, if you could stay here with me. Okay, so Mary, tell me exactly, what's going on with what you think the source of the smell is. Do you have any idea where the cockroach infestation is coming from, or the rats, or the noise? You said there's a lot of noise. So now I'm here. Tell me what's going on.
Listen, I don't know what's going on here. I just started last month, and it's just, like you said, I go to the doors and I knock, because it smells like someone's grandma died in there. And then finally, when someone does answer, they say, we don't want any. And then I have to knock again. And then I say, listen, it smells like someone died in there. Can I just take a look? Because if you murdered someone in there, of course I have to take a look. And they say.
And which one is this? G you're talking about?
It's G. It's G and his dad. Like,
Okay,
honestly,
well, the wife disappeared 9 years ago. Now I was assuming that smell would be. It can't be her, but maybe they're serial killers. I don't know what's going on. You're saying you think there's dead people in that?
I think so because I took a little peek behind his shoulder and there's cockroaches. I'm not talking about just, a little colony. I'm talking about everywhere on the in the kitchen, on the walls, even on the TV. Then talk and don't even stop. Don't even let me talk about the illegal, the girlfriend or whatever. Like, I don't know
Yeah,
her.
what's up with her? Well, I rented that place to her at the beginning of the year, January, and now we're what, February, mid-February coming up here, and apparently this woman's been in there almost a month. This
I,
Lindsay woman, who is this?
I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. I tried to stop them and say like, "Hey, my name's Mary. How you doing?" Kind of thing. And they looked at me like I was just basically a walking pile of trash. They think they're so good. They think they're so better than me just because I'm a handy person and they probably have millions of dollars and you could live in Manhattan if they wanted, but of course they choose here because they're cheapskates. Listen, I'm just gonna say this. All of them. I see them as my children. But these children have been misbehaving. And if this continues, I'm gonna do Texas punishment, if you know what I mean.
Wow. Well, I don't think you
Sick
should.
of it. Mama's sick of it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, if you can't break down doors and stuff.
Oh, yes, I can.
We,
My parents
we
did
might
it.
we might have some problems with it. You can't because they'll sue us, and then they'll be out of money, and then and what's up with Roberta? She says that she's going to pay us. She's been here for 9 months. She did give us like first and last month, and then I haven't got any money from her now for about 6 months, and she keeps saying she's waiting for her divorce settlement. Do you know anything more about that?
That's what she keeps telling me too. Every time I ask her, like, "Hey, Roberta, I know your husband left you. I understand. I have a sister that's been through that. She's in prison now because she had stalked him too much. But anyway, I told Roberta, I'm like, listen, honey, I'm not trying to be that person, but again, if you don't have our money by the end of February, Mama's gonna come knocking down. If you get
Wow.
what I mean."
Okay. You're like the Mike Tyson of handy woman. Okay. I know that your father was a boxer, so I know that's why you wanted to become the handy woman because you like to do you know
He raised to be
tough
tough, so I'm
things.
teaching them to be tough.
Okay.
Life's not fair.
Well, I'm gonna go. I'm have to go out and get the oldest renter and G, their kid, to come in here and see me right now, so I can find out what's going on there. Okay. So now Mary tells me there's an awful smell coming from your place, and the one time she did get in, she found cockroaches all over the place, in the kitchen and on the walls and all that. She said it smells like it's almost like there's dead people in there. Is what's going on with the place? Because I know, G, you've been in and out of juvenile hall when you were younger, and we don't see you around much. You apparently stay in the place a lot, but you tend to go out at nighttime and then come back in the middle of the night. So what are you doing?
Well, there's a perfect explanation for this. When you've been in and out of juvenile hall, it is a little tough to get a job in the outside world, yes? And so, what I've been able to do is channel my frustration after losing my mom, and even before losing my mom, into art through taxidermy. And so, yes, at night, I go out and what's out at night? A lot of roadkill after the day's commute, and I bring it back. And yes, sometimes it is infested with bugs, but it is an occupational hazard. I make them into a nice
Okay.
stuffing and I sell them.
Okay, so since you've been doing this, that explains it's about 4 months ago the cockroach and rodent thing began to start happening more. So have you been doing more of this now, this whole taxidermy type thing going on, say in the last 4 to 6 months? Because it takes a couple months before them, can find all these terrible, awful smells, and then now we're being infested. So do you think this is causing some of that?
Yeah, the roadkill taxidermy market has really gone up on Etsy, on eBay, all these different online retailers, and so that's why I'm not seeing much. Is I'm in there
Mm-hmm.
working. My father
Mm-hmm.
knows this. Dad, you know this.
Yes, I'm very proud of my son. He went through some hard times, and now he's running his own business, and he's doing well. And I'm just gonna applaud you,
Thank
son.
you. Thank you, Dad.
I'm getting a little emotional.
Okay. Now, your
Sorry.
wife disappeared 9 years ago, and there's still like a cold case on that one. We don't know what happened to her. I mean, I've had the building now for 12 years, and I know, Bobby, you were here with your wife before I got here. So I only knew her for 3 years, but I didn't really know her that well. But she seemed like she wouldn't just disappear.
Um, you know, she we had a fight. Uh, my poor son was very young when this happened. We had a fight,
Well,
and
he's 18. I wouldn't say that's young.
well,
Young?
that is very young, and we had a fight, and she disappeared, and I don't know what happened to her after we had that fight. But I'm just very proud of my son for continuing and going through adversity and starting his own business. And everyone in this apartment just needs to get over it about the smells. It's fine.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll do a walkthrough of your apartment later again. I just want to make sure that you don't have anything, too many dead animals in there because it's pretty stinky. Okay. If you guys could go back to your place, send the new renter and the illegal renter in here with her. Okay. Okay. Do you have to smoke? What do you, is that, do you have to bring your smoke in here or?
It's medicinal, first of all. Okay.
Okay.
It's medicinal, and you can't violate my rights like that. That's
It's
it.
exactly.
Okay.
This is false imprisonment.
What are you talking about?
Totally. Like,
You're
let's
like,
go.
yeah,
Like-
you're like little watchdog or whatever she is, runs around little from always up our shit, if you know what I mean. Then she grabs me when I'm trying to just go down this fire escape.
Yeah,
and
like
takes me
she
in my
like grabbed her up, man. Like grabbed her,
right?
like
Like when
really
I
grabbed.
boom, like tackled my ass to the
Okay.
ground.
Okay. Listen,
hell?
someone thinks you're making meth, like you have a meth lab, and that's why you're burning that
Whoa,
incense now, so
whoa.
I don't
First of
smell it
all,
on your bodies because
Really
usually the meth smell will be on your clothing too, and we're getting some weird smells coming out of there, and you're not letting us in your room, so
That ain't
we don't
meth.
know if like
Listen,
Lindsay and you were in
letting
some
you
sort of a
in would
meth
be an
business.
invasion of privacy, okay? That's an
You know what?
invasion of privacy, first
If
of
you,
all.
yeah, exactly. And second of all, like you want to smell something weird, how about you go down the way and go to the taxidermy like apartment? Like, are you kidding me? Our apartment smells. I think it's like their apartment smells.
Like ours is more like, like BO and weed. Theirs is like murder. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
murder.
Like,
I heard
Okay,
screaming.
well, it's more than
coming from
weed
that.
if you're making meth there. I mean, I know that
I don't even know how to
when you
spell
you
meth.
told me that, yeah, you told me when you had it, you gave me 6 months rent up front, and so I figured, okay, you're good. But I don't think you have a job. And now all of a sudden I'm finding, now I see why you gave me 6 months rent, because obviously Lindsay, you knew we were going to sneak into the place, and now you've got 6 months, so I can't kick you out because you paid for 6 months. I'm beginning to think you're using my building as a meth lab, and then you're going to leave after 6 months.
Listen, we trade Dogecoin, okay?
Duh.
We are
Doge.
Dogers, okay?
Okay.
Dodgers are
Woo
Yeah.
America, right? So
Okay.
that is our job.
I don't know
And
what that has to
I
do with
paid you
meth.
6 months in advance, man. What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
the
right.
crypto
Okay.
market's hot right now, bro.
It's
Fuck.
so
Okay.
hot right now.
All right. Well, I'm going to Mary's going to come down and look in your apartment. Okay. So
Oh,
thank
the
you
books
guys.
are.
Thank you. Okay.
God,
Roberta,
there's
if you
so
could
much
come in
butter
here.
in her.
Wow.
Why is she always at
Thank you. Bye bye.
her shit, man?
Bye.
Okay, Roberta, you have an apartment on the same floor, kind of in between smelly, which they think, taxidermy, stuffing animals, roadkill. Apparently that's what they're saying. And then the other one smells like pot and meth lab, and what's your take on what's going on between these? You're living between the two, so what's happening here?
I actually like the taxidermy apartment. I especially like the son since my horrible divorce, which caused my knee injury, was not my fault. I walked in on my husband in bed with my friend, so I dragged her out and she pushed me down the stairs and she broke my kneecap. That's why I'm like stuck waiting for my money, my settlement. And I so enjoy going to G's, I call him G's apartment. And Bobby's sweet too, but G, the other two,
Did you ever talk to G about doing something to your ex?
what would I do? Do I look like the kind of person that would seek revenge?
Well, Mary just said something when she said, I wish I could stuff my ex." She heard you say that as you were talking to G down the hall. What did that mean?
Not like, stuff something up her ass, like, stuff something in her mouth or something.
No, it wasn't. We weren't implying it to Mary. You were implying it to your ex-husband that you'd like to stuff your ex-husband, not stuff Mary's mouth.
Might have said something out of context, totally out of context. I just enjoy G's company, and maybe I enjoy what he does. I admire his skill. So does Bobby, and he's skilled at a lot of things.
Okay.
What,
Well,
what
I'm
do
gonna
you
have you meet with later with the newest and oldest renter, so maybe you can find out what's going on because they won't tell me. So why don't you be a little gossipy and stuff like that, and then, I'm gonna just put a call to your ex just to find out if we can get the money because you're
Oh,
quite a few. I don't even tell them about the stuff at line or any of that shit. I just want to get the money.
okay. You do that. You would do that for me if I did it for
I
you.
I have to. Yes, I have to get the money. You're 6 months.
I might be persuaded then to do a little double spy
Good,
action.
good. Well, you'll meet with them in just a few. Okay, the newest and oldest renter. Okay, I need Mary. If you can go into the oldest renters and the kid G's apartment and try and find out what's going on in there. I'm gonna go get a drink.
What, Mary? What?
Oh,
Can't even, can't even hear her. She just has nothing important to say.
yes.
Because it's almost like she's like something's muting her. It's probably all the stupid
Yeah.
words she has to say.
It's
Sorry about that. Mind me. Anyway, what I was saying was, what's going on in there? It smells like something died in there.
what's going on in there is my son has a business of taxidermy, and he's quite successful. He's helping me with the rent. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever rented a business or, rented an apartment before? Or did you own a house before?
Well, I, being the oldest renter of this building, have been here before everyone. So yes,
Yeah. Some of us do more than just walk around with a hammer over
Yeah.
our shoulder looking tough
Yeah.
and doing nothing.
It's
looking
called
like we know how to do stuff.
It's
Yeah.
called a job. Get it sometime. And you let your son run around. How old is he now? 18, 30? Like, why don't you
He-
kick him out? Kick
he
him
is-
out. It's time to let the baby bird go.
I help with the rent.
Yes, he is 27, and he helps with the rent. He helps with other projects that we work on together, and he does his business. So
I pay for Hulu and Disney Plus. So
yes, it's very important.
And where was this rent when it was due 2 days ago? You guys said, "Oh, we'll have it. We'll have it later today." Didn't happen. Yesterday, I asked for it. Nothing. So here I am. So not only does your apartment smell, but you're 2 days late on rent. What's going on in there?
okay, we'll have the money soon. I'm working on this big opera scene with a bunch of badgers. And this is just not a highly populated badger area. I find one maybe once a week or something like that, but I just don't get them that often. Now I could replace with squirrels, maybe the squirrels could be like the falsettos or something like that, but it's lame. And I'm an artist and I want to do things right. So forgive us if Mr. Scove doesn't have his money right on time so he can buy whatever he needs to buy. He seems to be fine. He seems
Yeah.
to be
Okay,
fine.
if the handyman now could go and meet with the newest renter and the illegal renter and find out what the hell they're doing in that apartment, thank you.
Listen, can I just say what the actual F is happening in that apartment? Because I see your, whatever Lindsay is, climbing down the fire escape.
That's my bestie with the mesties.
Yeah. Yeah. What up?
Well, it smells like. I mean, look at you guys. You look like it's stereotypical meth makers or something. Are you actually making meth or
But
cocaine?
how does everybody know what a meth person looks like? Like literally, not in my life.
look
Have I
like
seen
one?
like everyone keeps saying meth, meth. Like
I've never seen a person with the meth in my life, okay?
Uh-huh.
I like to
they're
party and
straight
bullshit.
edge, dude. What's up? Do you have friends? Do you have a bestie? Does not look like it.
I
I
actually
don't
do
know.
have a bestie. I have 3 besties, believe it or not.
Is one of them your hammer?
Remember?
No,
And
not
they
one of them
see
is
the
my
dead
hammer.
like raccoons from G's apartment.
Listen, unless you guys let me in that apartment, or I'm gonna have to kick you out.
Are you gonna what? What are you gonna do?
Just
What
hammer.
are you
I'm
gonna
gonna
do?
put it somewhere where the sun don't shine, and you catch my drift. And Mr. Screwdriver's gonna join him too.
Dude,
Listen,
why are you betting on all of like G's dead animal recreations of like Civil War battles and like the moon landing? We see them all like we see
we
you,
saw all of it.
we
saw
see
the
that
whole
you
thing.
get that.
Okay, G, could you please meet with the illegal renter?
That's me, bro.
What's up,
Sorry,
Lindsay?
sometime what up? So how's that what like artwork are you working on now? You know
Uh,
Mary buys all of them, right?
Mary buys all of them?
Yeah, she has the moon landing one up in her place. I saw it. That was pretty good. That was
She's
pretty good.
Roadkill Fan 69 on eBay?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So what's her fucking problem? Why she gotta come in her at? Is it she just like doing what Mr. Scope tells her to do?
Yeah, I think, and I also think she wants friends, bro. I think she like has a secret crush on you or something. I always see her like peeping through your window more than us.
Maybe we like give her a nickname or something. Maybe we call her like Thor because her only fucking personality trait is carrying that hammer around.
So true. My God, I don't know why they're up our ass all the time. Like,
I don't know. You didn't let them see any of the meth, did you?
no,
You didn't
of course not.
like Aubrey didn't leave it out again, did she?
No. She's got that shit hidden now. When that like close call that we had when
Yeah.
Mary was like, thanks for the heads up, bro. Because like when
Yeah.
you called, the code that you used was a little confusing. You're like raccoons in the peeping through the I don't know trash again or something. That it was confusing, but I got it the second time you said it.
Well, yeah, doesn't it make sense? She's just so like sneaky. It's you
Yeah.
know what? It's just like a raccoon. She's so sneaky, and all she does is bother people.
She does.
Like, what do the raccoons contribute to society except annoying the shit out of
And
everybody?
they make good like stuffed pets.
Okay, if the
caring about their
newest and
trash.
oldest renter can meet with the divorcee, please. The newest and oldest renter, please meet with the divorcee.
Hi,
Sorry,
guys.
y'all.
Hello.
Hi.
Uh,
I gotta tell you something. Do you know that Mr. Scove wants me to spy and be like a double agent on you? But Bobby, you do know how much I love coming to your apartment and seeing your boy G.
Oh yes, yes. I know all about that. G talks about it all the time.
And you know that little favor he's doing, which Aubrey, you're gonna help me with that little favor too? That we talked about, but we're not talking about.
Yeah, you know what? It's really hard playing drunk all the time in front of that man, okay? I have your favor, okay? It's your favor, man. But it's really hard pretending to be drunk all the time. Like I need some assistance, okay?
So since you're helping since you're helping Roberta, do you want to help me too?
Listen, last time you didn't even pay me, man.
I
You have to pay, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, Bobby, like I'm paying my divorce settlement, getting it out of my idiot husband that cheated on me. They're helping me.
Okay,
Literally, like
I will I will pay.
you
So
either pay in cash or you pay in ass. You know the deal, man.
okay, I will pay in one of those. Um, I think we all need to. We all agree that this Kent is getting a little. Scove guy is getting a little too much, right?
Yes. And so is the
Yeah,
one with the hammer,
Yeah,
Thor.
the hammer, the
Thor.
little
yeah.
assistant. Yeah.
Thor's gotta go.
Her and her little puppet friends, what taxidermy, whatever, they gotta go.
Okay,
Okay.
if everyone
Well,
could
Before
come
we
back
buy
into the
this whole
meeting room,
building
please.
anew.
Everyone come back into the meeting room. There's been a couple revelations. So I just wanted to let all you guys know that I'm on to what's going on here, okay? Mary just ordered one of the things online under a pseudonym because she wanted to see what you were doing in there because you weren't letting her in the apartment. So she ordered one of your stuffed animals and paintings. That was the beginning of trying to figure out. I also was trying to figure out why you had these weird smells coming from your thing, and that started about 3 months ago. And then I started thinking, wait a minute, the ladies came in here about a month and a half ago, and then I began to realize you're using that smell of the dead animals and stuffing as a front to cover up the smell of your meth lab. That apparently you both have meth labs going on now. It's building. He brought the ladies into the meth lab business. So now we have a whole meth thing going on in here. And there's also, where the fire department now is worried that this meth lab could blow up and burn up the entire building. So what they did is they went around the side of the building and they started putting some sort of a chemical, that retardant around the side of the building. They dug in a little bit. And the further they dug down, they realized they found a bone. And we had that bone then lifted and put DNA on that. And that happened to be your mother, G. It happened to be Bobby's wife that disappeared 9 years ago. And we found her that it was dug up on the back of the building where no one ever goes, but we had to put the retardant down for the fire. So we began to see that. And as we kept going around the building further, we found a new body that had been buried. And we found out that was your ex, Roberta. So you might have had him X'd off. So we have the police are surrounding the building right now, and they're going to be coming in to get you guys to find out what exactly is happening with all of you. But apparently, Roberta, maybe you moved into the building knowing that G and Bobby have some sort of an underground business of like hitmen killing different people when they didn't want to, starting with your mother, and then it just kept moving on to more and more people, which the smell is being covered up by so many different things, by these animals as roadkill. I don't know where you're going. We see you trying to leave the frame. It won't make any difference. Okay, Lindsay. Okay. Thank you all. This has been The Apartment. And that's our 2 long form games, okay? So I'm going to introduce Lindsay first so you can get out of here because Lindsay's got somewhere to go. So, Lindsay, great show. Bye-bye. We'll see you next week, same time. Okay, you're a killer. Okay. And that was really a fun show, and we appreciate a couple comments you guys left with us. We'll be back here in 4 weeks with a brand new show, but let's find out who's in this show again. Aubrey, who was her first show. Wonderful job.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming.
Mary, the Hammer.
Hey, thank you for everyone for watching.
It's amazing she has that in her house. She must have lived in a very, very bad neighborhood. And Roberta.
Hi, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.
And G, who is a killer and a horn dog. Boy, what a couple characters you played today, G.
Yeah, I don't condone any of the actions of my characters, but thank you for watching.
And Bobby, who's always very funny.
Thank you for watching.
And I'm Kent again, and we'll see you guys again in 4 weeks. So thank you very much for watching us today, and come back and see what we're going to be doing in 4 weeks with a brand new long form game. Happy Valentine's Day for all those people looking for that perfect day.